Sup, my name is Rudy for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. This is deck profile I have never done on the council. And this is the normal Pendulum build. Little touch of Dino Rabbit, just a little. He's in there a little bit. So let's talk about the deck. We have a lot of normal monsters and one hell of a tech card that is right here, the Tyrant's Throws. Now I also kind of wanted to throw in Heat Wave, but the deck is so fast and sets up pretty nicely that there was really no room to fully put it in. Maybe in the future, maybe I'll cite it. But we have three of the lances. These are the level 6 dinosaur. They're all vanilla, so they don't really do none outside Rescue Rabbit. Three of the Dragon Horn Hunter, three of the Full Haltz Cannon, three of the Evil Storm Heliotrope. We're going to go into everything in a minute. I'm just going down the deck, and then we explain it. Three Sabersaurus, three Flash Knights, three Dragons of Draconia, and one Rescue Rabbit for our monster lineup. The spells are one Raigeki, three Reinforcements of the Army, two Dragon's Mirror, which you'll understand real soon, three Summoner's Art, three MST, one Torrential, one Compulse, three Tyrant's Throws, and one Solemn Warning. So let's go into the deck. This is basically it's going to allow you a special out level 6 and lower, and then everything else is pretty much straightforward. So you're going to be able to summon anything off your pendulums, including your pendulums. And I know some people are going to go, well, you could have used like Galaxy Serpent and just endlessly done it. Not completely, and that's not really the point of the deck. You just want to swarm your opponent and not allow them to recover. And having this giant dinosaur does help. But as you can see, I don't have to go over effects because they all are normal things. I have to go over pendulum effects. Now, Lance here, because if I try saying the whole thing, it's going to sound like I'm saying achoo. Lance is basically if a normal monster you control attacks a defense, it pierces. And then Dragon Horn is all normal monsters you control gain 200, and you take no battle damage from normal monsters. The Full Haltz Cannon, during the end phase, if this was activated this turn, you can target one face-up spell or a trap on the field and destroy it. So it's pretty nifty. Allows you to basically destroy continuous things that would normally be in your way, and, well, there's not much of that anymore, is there? And then we have Flash Knight, which does nothing, and then the Dragons of Draconia, which every time a normal monster destroys a monster by battle after damage calculation, you add one to your hand. So it's another reinforcement to the army. I think everyone's pretty familiar with Rescue Rabbit. It just allows you a special two of the same ones. And then I think the only other thing I have to go over is the Tyrant's Throws. Tyrant Throws works like this. You activate it by triggering two normal monsters except tokens, and neither player can normal summon or special summon effect monsters. So when you drop this on your opponent, they cannot respond to it unless they have MST. This is the deck's version of Vanity's Emptiness, but it's very, very one-sided because it's only effect monsters. You can still summon your normal monsters out, and you contribute your pendulums. So you don't have to worry about having anything in your extra deck. You could just play this, shut down your opponent, and they can't do squat until they top deck an MST or Dust Tornado or something to get rid of it. And this isn't like Vanity's Emptiness where you play something else and you can get over it. It's an amazing card. It's something that I originally wanted to talk about on Tech Tuesday. We never got the opportunity to, but it's a great card. Dragon's Mirror is mainly only for this guy. First to the dragons. Must be fusion summoned, cannot be special summoned by other ways. You can only control one of these at a time, and this card cannot be destroyed by battle except by battle of a normal monster, and is unaffected by monster effects. It's also got that 2700 body, so it's going to be taking out most shit that's in its way. Now, this is the most delicious part, you ready? This deck is so freaking ridiculously flexible when it comes to what it can drop. It can drop Ophion, it can drop the Dark Rebellion Exceed Dragon, it could do Logia and Dulka, and also Solda. And if you hear that noise in the back, that's actually something else besides the geyser that we normally have, so I apologize for that. 1 M7, 1 single 101, 1 Heartland Draco, 1 Castell. I talk about the Soda. The 1 Exiton Knights, 1 Dagger Armoral, because this is a normal deck and allows you to special summon back. 1 Abyss Dweller, and 1 God Cowboy. So basically, you can tell your opponent, no, major no, and you can't touch me. On top of that, You can also lock your opponent out in more ways than one. This deck is extremely flexible. I would highly recommend most of you try it. It's very straightforward. It's basically, if you guys have played the deck since, well, I don't know, like 2008, you should know Beatdown. Beatdown is basically a bunch of just super strong monsters, 1900 and above, that were level 4. You bring them out, and your opponent could not make plays. Given now that we have ways of making those plays that we normally would never be able to back in 2008, hello 2015, how are you? That's why the trap card is so useful, because it's going to allow you to shut your opponent out. I mean, in all seriousness, neither player can normal or special. Normal, no normal summoning, no special summoning. It just says no. They have to set them. It blows my mind how good that card is. But anyway, I'm going to keep this video fairly short just to go work on the last bit of the deck profiles. So let me know what deck profiles you want to see here on the channel, and I will bring it to you. And all these decks that are going up, eventually we'll get dual videos once Dev Pro is kind enough to bring out the April 1st, format. So anyway, thank you guys again for the continued support. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you later. Read for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. Peace.